Right.
I just helped a client buy a mobile home, and they were in that same situation where they were like, I'm not going to take out a 30-year mortgage when I may have 10 years left in life. So they ended up doing full cash offer, and it was a lot of coaching though. Like, how much do you guys have in the bank? What would you do if there was a huge situation that happened and you needed a ton of cash? So a lot of coaching for sure. What I'm seeing out here in the Martinez market. So I have a listing right now. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and that puppy is sitting. I mean, last summer she would have sold within the first week. We're at 13 days today.
Mm.
There has been in the last week 10 homes that came on the market in Martinez. And I was just looking in here this morning, there are so many homes on the market in Martinez right now. So active right now, homes on the market that are detached, fucking 50 houses, 50 houses in Martinez, you guys. So when you hear folks say, oh, it's still a great market, it's still super hot, just make sure that you know the city, the neighborhood, like drill into the neighborhood too, and coach your seller clients. Because if you're telling them, oh, we're going to get this sold within a week with my marketing and my negotiation skills, I know I'm going to do this, you're setting up the wrong expectation. So let them know, look, there are fewer buyers making offers in your city right now, right? I know Fremont, totally different ballgame, but in Martinez, that's what it looks like right now. Elias, can I share that text message I sent you the other day too?
Yeah, please. While you're sharing that, because this is really important, what do you believe being a resident, somebody that lives there, knows the patterns, knows the trends, like what is it? Because last year at this time, it would have been a completely different story. But like, are people looking at Martinez as like a secondary market and the primary markets are hitting more and they're like the Martinez market,
Yeah.
instead of going to Martinez, they're going to Concord, they're going to Walnut Creek? Or tell me a little bit about what you believe to be like the sentiment.
Yeah, so we in Martinez, right downtown, we are a refinery city, just like Richmond, right? If you look at Richmond, there's a ton that just came on the market and a ton that's still active right now. And because I live down here, I had to disclose, hey, our refinery, not once, not twice, they have 3 times let out this, it's called coke dust, and it was bad for the environment. So I had to put that in my disclosures because I got a letter in the mail. So it's a disclosure that had to be put in there, right?
So just for the people that don't know, because I have no clue and I'm really curious now, what is Coke dust?
That's a great question. I would definitely Google it more because I was like, I just know that I got a slip in the mail about it. Basically, it's from my understanding, it's like the residual stuff that should not be released. Yeah, the refinery is real. So it's brutal. And because I put that in my disclosure, we've had it's like the bad kind of coke dust. We've had quite a few families come through, love the house, and then the agent texts me back, sorry, just read the disclosure, is not going to happen. You
Mm.
guys, this is an 86-year-old home. It had less than $8,000 on Section 1. It has a studio unit. This puppy should have sold by now. So
Wow.
seller is freaking out, but I let her know. Remember, in the beginning when we started and I set the expectations, I let you know it's probably going to take us about 21 days to start receiving offers. So I
Mm.
just keep going back to remember that in the beginning, right? So when you set the right expectations, she's like, yeah, that's right. Okay. So, yeah, good question for sure.
And I know because Mel just had a listing that sat on the market for more than 30 days. The seller was super unrealistic and wanted to go in based on last year's prices. She wouldn't budge. They
Yeah.
literally had to do $100,000 price drop in order to get that home. So we know, you guys, that listen, prices are up in tons of cities throughout the Bay Area, Sacramento, as well as the Central Valley. However, sometimes it is neighborhood, street specific, pocket neighborhood specific. So it's really, really important that you're digging and you're drilling down to that specific zip code. So good stuff, Cynthia.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, cool. Thanks for putting that in there. Cool. So, the other day I was texting clients that are my B list clients, clients that aren't really ready to get pre-approved, but they keep seeing properties and being like, let's go check this one out. And I'm like, sit tight. Let's get you pre-approved. We don't even know if you can afford this home. So I'll do like 1 or 2 of those showings before I let them know, look, the sellers want to see a serious offer. You guys love this house. You're not even pre-approved yet. So what I've been doing to re-engage people is sending out a text saying, hey client, right? Our team has been finding really good deals for our buyers in today's market for a couple of reasons. Rates have gone up, so there are truly only serious buyers looking right now. And in some cities, there are good amounts of inventory. As you know, the higher the supply and the rate, the lower the demand. This makes it a great market for us to negotiate your rate down with little to zero competition. The links I sent over today are the homes currently on the market that I feel would be a good fit based on the homes that we've toured together. If you like 1 or 2 of them, when would be a good time to check them out? And then I send them a couple of homes from the MLS, from Real Scout directly. And I ask them, which homes do you guys want to check out? That has been really successful, letting them know, educating them, right? Here's what the rates are doing right now. Only serious buyers are out, and telling them, look, here are some properties that we might be able to actually get you in with zero to no competition. And then of course, ending with that call to action. When are some good times that when would be the best time to go check them out? And that has gotten such a great rate of return on like folks reaching back out and being like, oh, I didn't know that. Or I had one client send me a news article and it was like, the housing market's crumbling. And I'm like, yeah, that's a national news article, homie. Like, you're in the Bay Area. And now we're looking in Richmond. Like, there's a good amount of inventory. So just educating ourselves and then sending that out to clients.